Hello everybody and welcome back to another Warhorn walkthrough. Today we are going to travel to the Frozen Island and deal with the puzzle that is there. Frozen Island is way up here on your map. And you can get there by using the fast travel locations that have a boat. The one I'm going to use is in the northeastern fisherman's camp. Yeah. And it costs 500 coins if you travel from this camp. So here we are. There's no penalty for falling in the water, just slows you down a little bit. So as always, we're just going to check the base camp really quickly. The usual NPC has a map and lockpicks, food, health potions, water. Alright, so we will go ahead and take a look at our new map, which is this one. We arrived up here, and the goal is going to be to get right here, which is where the start of the puzzle is. So if we head into this little cabin here, should be right around here on the map, we have a scroll to read that says the mountain. I have no idea where that place is because on the map it's marked in the middle of the mountain. I think I'll start from the southern side. It seems that the road is going left anyway, so I won't have to leave it. So this is just a small clue into getting into the actual mountain, which if we continue this way should be pretty easy for us to find. As we can see, there's a big tower up there. So interestingly enough, on the map it says that the location where we are should have the entrance to a tunnel, which it doesn't. For now, that doesn't matter. We are going to follow the path here, back to the left and around, across the stream, which is here. And up the side of the incline. So ahead you'll see the structure in the side of the cliff. And this is not a combat puzzle, so you do need food and liquid to keep your hunger and thirst bars full, but you don't really need to worry about potions too much. Only places you need to worry about are actually getting here. Once you get here, you should be okay. So, before we go in, we see that we have a scroll placed outside, so we read it and say, "Weird notes. I wonder about all the notes. What is their purpose? I found another one, and I don't even know what to do with them. Maybe someday I will get to know the truth. I haven't written any note about the drawings on the walls, but I will. I am still pondering what they could mean." So, I think at this point we've already started to figure out what the notes on the walls mean. That there is a Warhorn, and when blown it opens a portal and causes creatures to come through. So, here we are at the start of the puzzle. And you'll notice that these trigger steps, or put steps down. So what you want to do is get all of the steps up. Let me see if I can reset it here for you. Oh, we just had it. Okay, anyway, so you get the steps into this position, and what you need to do is run here, step over it, and jump and land as it's rising. So, little challenging. Alright, so how I did that was I crouch jumped. Crouch jumping is just literally jumping and crouching at the same time, and that's how you're going to get up the rest of these steps. So, crouch jump, crouch jump, and I believe the developers are going to be changing jump height, so you're not going to have to crouch jump to get up after that, but until then, crouch jump is required. So there are 4 doors. This room just has some cool loot in it. It has a few runes you can pick up, as well as some potions. If you have a fall damage ring, that might actually be useful in this puzzle. And there's an angel shield in here. Pick one up if you don't have one already. Pretty cool looking. Through this door, we have an interesting little room with these little blocks here. Also, we have 2 pressure plates. I'm just gonna step on both of them, and I'm also gonna pull this lever. I'm not sure which order you're supposed to do this, but I'm not really sure that there even is an order. So we cross here, we have another seemingly empty room, except for this scroll. It says, "Hard work. I miss you very much. I will be home in a few days, so don't worry. I have to say, this work is not as easy as I thought it would be. Because we are working with so many crystals here, portals have been opening very often. For now, we know how to control them, so nothing will come to us from the other side." This is a reference to the magicians trying to get the magic loading station under control, because whenever you try and load a magic rune, as you know if you've tried, a Grim Reaper appears and some other creatures appear, which is a little bit scary. So anyway, here we are. The first door, you stand on the pressure plate. Oop. Come on. The pressure plate to this door is a little finicky, but if you stand on it, let the door open all the way and then rush through, because the door will immediately close. So we are in the first room, and we see this little block here, and you notice that you can hover the block over these little areas, and if you place it in each area as the light goes across, you will unlock the first door. And that is an introduction to this mechanic. So here we are in the second room. We see that this triggers the light. We see that this pushes a block back, as well as opening the door. Of course, the light will stop there. Alright, so what we have to do is make sure that you've stepped on that pressure plate to move the cube back into place. Start the light. As soon as the light has passed that cube, trigger the door, run inside, stand here to move that block into place, drop your block here, and then as soon as the light hits the block, move and put the block up into the hole up here. And as a result, you can come out, and this door will now be open to you. So this is kind of how the puzzle is going to work. You just have to be quick with your timing and placement of the cube. So now we move on to the next puzzle. Here we'll see that we have 2 plates, well 3 actually, and a cube and a scroll. This scroll says, "I haven't written any notes about my journey in a long time, but I think I should do it here. If someone has reached this place, they should know how that small cube works. But this cube seems to be a little different. This one can capture energy, so you can move it around and it will remain in that highly energetic state." So, a little hard to keep track of the cubes as they both look the same, but basically what happens is if you drop that cube, it will become energized, and you can place it over here and energize a whole section of stuff, which then opens this door. One second here. And we'll do that again. And we will take the cube and drop it here. And we notice that this door now opens, which means we need to go and put this box on this pressure plate to keep weight there, obviously, which opens this door, and we can take this second cube out. So this second cube, whoops, I'm tripping over cubes here. we're going to place here, which, as you can see, causes this cube to float in the air, which is an interesting mechanic. Let me go back and grab this guy, because you need all cubes to keep continuing, so make sure you keep them close by. So the next part of this puzzle, we can take this off and this will fall. Now we come back and we take this cube. And if you look up, you notice that there is a pressure plate on the ceiling. So what we're going to do is place this guy underneath that pressure plate. Hopefully, it needs to go back a little bit. And when we put this, the door should open. And now we can walk through with both cubes. Okay, so now we are across with both cubes. So let's move these cubes into our new workspace. If I didn't mention already that you need to come in here with plenty of food and liquid, I'm reminding you now in case you haven't played this already. If you're running low, you can definitely loot some of the boxes and chests and find some food. So here we have an interestingly shaped light structure. Over here is just lootable things, and if we cross this little bridge, we notice there are 4 directions which we can go, but we have no way to get there. Although we do see these little pillars. And we do have a ladder here if we need to get back up if we fall. What we are going to do is try and unlock these. Oops, I'm kicking cubes here. We're going to try and unlock these stepping stones for us to make our way up. So what we want to try and do with this is make the structure a closed circuit so that the light bounces back and forth the whole time. I feel like I'm missing something. Yes, okay, 3rd cube. So we've now collected 3 cubes to use here. Where's... oh god, did I lose one already? No, I already put one in. Okay. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'm just going to show what I do instead of explaining it, because explaining it makes it a little more difficult, I think. Alright, so that is what I did. Okay, so what I did to get this to happen is you put one of the non-electric charged cubes here, you carry the other one with you. When you trigger the lights to start, you place the one here, and then as soon as the light hits it, you change it and move it up here. Now the whole time that that's going on, you need to put the electrified cube up here, so that way it bounces the signal back just in time for the circuit to complete itself. And if you do that, you will notice that now these blocks have started moving. It is a little bit tricky to get from one to the other, so I'm gonna try using the wind rune. If I can't jump across, what I'm gonna do is, oh, that was close. Before the before they have a chance to trigger, I'm going to jump onto them, and I'm losing all my health, but that's okay. Okay, and here we are across. Now, we're gonna read the note. For a long time I've been stuck here because I didn't know what to do next, but I noticed that this necklace has some kind of power. So we have another magic necklace. It's called an ice necklace, and we're given a torch and flint. Kinda makes me curious about what all that's about as far as the necklace goes, but anyway. We're gonna go ahead and put the necklace on. And let me get rid of... let me drink some of this milk really quickly. Alright, and I'm gonna put a torch on the bar just in case we actually need the torch. I'm used to using the light. So anyway, we are wearing the necklace. I'm just gonna go ahead and fall. Oh, see, I fell down. So we're gonna go to the ladder that we saw that was around the corner here. Go ahead and climb up. And let me take a potion. Okay, so we're back to the top. We now have the necklace. And you'll notice that when you activate the necklace, these tiles will pop up for you, and you can just run straight across with no problem. And you need to pull the lever and run back as quickly as you can, because now these stones will be up. And if you jump carefully across without the stones resetting, you'll reach the other side. Another way to find the ice map is here, but I assume you would have just gone ahead and bought it at this point. Let me trigger my light. And now you'll have various rooms. You can go in and look. I'm not sure that all of them have loot, but it would appear that if you're running low on food, you can hop into these rooms and pick up some loot. Also, these tiles won't work unless you have your necklace activated, which you activate with G. I should have mentioned. Okay, now we just fall, hopefully without taking damage, into the water. And it's kind of hard to jump out of the water, but you can open this chest from the water, just crystals. In my save, that could be different for yours. And now, oh, I just noticed there's a chest way up there. Actually, there's chests everywhere. So here we find that somebody has died camping down here. I kind of wish there was a little bit more of a story behind what actually went on down here. But we come to the final part of the puzzle. And here we have a scroll. I don't know what to do next. I don't even know how many days I've been here. I think that I will finish here. Good thing the exit is here on the right. So this suggests that maybe this guy died down here. This guy who's been showing us notes. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these and bop it right here. And if you take a peek in here, you can see that there is a box, okay? So, is it this one? I'm trying to remember. Okay, we activate this, and then, okay, yes, this activates the door, and this activates the lights. So if we follow down this side, we see that the light will hit, and there we go, the box raises, and, well, should be able to grab it. Little trick, if you can't get in, you can hop through with a crouch jump to pick up the box, if you had trouble getting it before. Only bad news comes when you can't figure out how to jump back out again, so I don't recommend that. There we go. But if you wait long enough, the box will drop back down again for you, and you'll be all set with that. So what you're going to figure out is you're going to need this, where to go? You're going to need this block back again, and we are going to take both blocks down here. You'll see that you're going to need to put one here, and now we have a similar type deal. And the whole idea is that we need to get through this series of doorways. And as we saw earlier, if we open this doorway, we get closer. And if we activate this switch, another door will open past these walls. The trick is getting the walls open. So if we experiment here and we kickstart the lights, we run down and we wait for the light. Okay, we're gonna put this one here. Hello, I said here. Shoot, I'm not gonna be able to get there in time. Oh no. I mean, we almost got it. I think, did we actually? Yep, we did. Okay. Surprised, but we did it. So this should continue. Yeah, okay, this will continue. So now what we can do is we can head back up top. And you'll notice if we go through this door and we wait for the wall to fall again, which it should in a second, we're able to get this far. The only problem being that we can't open the last door at the same time. So we need to go back to our cube that we put over here, and what we found out from the last time that we clicked this is that it causes things to levitate. So we just step on it and hopefully that and then we run through. There we go. Now we wait. Now that this door is closed, the next door should be open for us because we caused that other cube to levitate and land back on the little pressure plate. So here we are at the very end. This was probably one of the most challenging puzzles for me. Anyway, we have a new map piece. And we found the red pants, which I don't have much room for. And then we take the handy portal. And now, just like the note said, we are on top of the mountain. Right about here. So, that is a walkthrough of the Frozen Isle puzzle. I trust that helps. In the next walkthrough, we are going to be heading back to the mainland and finishing up the last 3 puzzles before the final episode, which is pretty exciting. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one.